Please welcome to the podcast, local Waterloo boy currently playing for the White Court Wolverines in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, Chase Broda. What's up, Broads?
What's up, boys? Thanks for having me on.
Wait, I should
Thanks
ask
for
this
coming
before. Are you in Alberta right now?
No, so I'm home. Our league's on pause right now. We're kind of waiting to go back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hopefully in the next
that
week or
was
two we
that was
will.
our first question. The WHL just announced in Alberta that they were going to get going.
Yeah, that was big for us because when they announced they were going to go, it's kind of hard for Alberta to say no to the WHL or yes to the WHL and no to us. So that was big news for us, and we're kind of like week to week now when we're going to get back there.
So hopefully
Yeah,
that's soon.
and so before we get started,
Yeah.
after we address that, big topic is the Super Bowl. We'll all go through. We all need to discuss this for all the listeners. We'll all go through. We'll let Nate go first, who you had win, and then what were your thoughts on the game? Quick snippet.
Yeah, quick segment. So going into the game, I mean, obviously I think everyone was Chiefs were favored, but I mean they played like shit. They were so bad. I mean, they had like that good momentum in the first quarter, and then like no one caught anything, and then like the pressure on Mahomes was just insane. So I don't know. It was like a one-sided game. It was pretty boring. I don't know what you guys think, but
All
it
right,
was a pretty boring game.
Yeah, let me jump on there too. I was cheering for the Bucks the whole time. I got proof of that too. But yeah, no, I thought it was pretty decent. Like the Chiefs Mahomes was like doing everything he could. Like it was funny. You see all those memes of him like doing a somersault and
Yeah.
still throwing the ball like a dot. Like it's hilarious. But yeah, the line didn't show up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broads, what do you got?
Well, I'm a Bills fan. I'm a diehard Bills fan. So watching them lose to the Chiefs, I kind of was hoping the Chiefs would win. But and I don't really like Tom Brady with the Pats rivalry with the Bills throughout this. So I was a Chiefs fan going in, and they lost that O lineman against the Bills, and it completely messed with their O line, and that hurt them big.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Bills fan too, so it would have been so much more fun if the Bills were in that game.
100%,
But
100%.
yeah, well, they lost that guy, and then the doctor who respectfully left the season, the Canadian guy, right, to be a doctor. He was a starter for them. There's two of their guys that are out, and like every time he was running out of the pocket, like they couldn't stop the D line once. Like
Yeah, it was nuts.
like how often did he stay inside the pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got to talk about that lateral throw that Nate mentioned or Keith mentioned. Like that was unreal.
Which one?
Oh, I know. The
He
throw
was
where he was
halfway
It
like,
was
on the
literally
ground.
parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
And his
know.
wide receivers still almost caught it.
Almost.
Yeah,
Lord.
hit him in the face. Catch it.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Okay, so there's our quick full talk. Okay, so Broads, now we'll go back into hockey now, and we'll kind of go through your mind. Am I still glitching?
No, you're
No, you're
good.
Oh,
good.
you're good. Yeah, you're good.
So we'll go through your minor hockey a bit, and obviously growing up in New Hamburg, but playing for Waterloo most of your life, and going through the minor midget program.
Yeah, it was a blast. I loved Waterloo. It's a great organization there. I was there from minor Adam all the way through minor midget. Dietz runs a very solid program in minor midget, and unfortunately, we weren't able to make it to the OHL Cup that year. But we're still a very tight group, and I still stay in touch with a lot of the guys there. So yeah.
And what have you been doing to keep him busy right now? Like it's been you mentioned you play on Alberta but haven't been there for a while.
Yeah.
Like what's the game plan over here?
Yeah, so I came back a little bit before Christmas break, before we went on lockdown here. So I was going to Victus, skating there for a little bit, and then recently I've just been working out in my basement and going on a lot of ODRs is really all I've been doing. Not much else I can do.
Oh yeah. I know it's pretty nice. The ODR season, like you gotta take advantage of that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since like with hockey and junior, I'm not home a lot for ODRs, so it's nice this year with being home and getting on the ODR with a lot of guys from home.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I heard for all our skiers and snowboarders who watch, I'm pretty sure local Chicopee, they had a post saying that they're assessing if it's going to open. So hopefully the ski lifts open soon, which will be good. So,
Matt, were you gonna jump in?
Yeah, I was like kind of like, yeah, I'll jump in now. we can't talk about Waterloo too much because they cut me in minor midget, so we can't. We gotta move on from that. So we'll go into Victus. Obviously, is where I first met you.
Yeah.
Give us a quick sum of your time at Victus. You're only there for a year, obviously, but give us a quick sum of your time at Victus because I loved it. We've had guys on before from Victus.
Yeah, it was a blast. Victus was definitely a highlight of my high school for sure. And it got me prepared for the next step for junior. With Denver and teaching me how to get my speed up for the next step in junior, that was huge. And then school wise, I'm not the brightest in the school books. So with the smaller classrooms and being able to talk with my teachers a little closer, that helped me for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing I find that's kind of cool about Victus is like how many hours are you on the ice? Because that's like your gym credit essentially, right?
So
like
we have you're on the ice for an hour and then you're in the gym for an hour, and those both count as gym credits, and then you have 3 classes and then you're done for the day. So it's nice.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
And then going into the prep team, that I got to play one tournament with you guys and then some games, but you guys lost in a shootout in the finals, even though you're better than their team. But talk about that team. That was a really good.
That prep team, that was might be the most fun I've had on a hockey team for sure. With all the road trips and you're staying in school with all the guys, we're a tight group and you hang out with them a lot, so a lot. And there's a lot of funny stories that I wish I could tell, but I can't without putting Victus out of business. So, but yeah, like I was a part of Victus since August, the start of that season, and I played major midget that year as well. But that Victus team, we had 2 lines of forwards and 2 lines of D with 2 goalies, but we were all top local kids and we dominated that league. And it was kind of sad to watch it end in a shootout loss. But we beat that A21 team at least 9 out of the 10 times we played them, and that one time just couldn't beat them.
And that's go ahead, Keith.
I was just gonna say, like, that Victus. How well known is Victus in like the hockey scene?
So the year before that, it was our second year as a prep team, and the year before that they went and won 3 games that season, and we went out and we lost like 4 or something like that. So it was like a big step up. Not a lot of teams heard of us, and we kind of went out there and put Victus on the map, I'd like to say.
Has it sustained that reputation since then?
Yeah, they actually got rid of the prep team.
They got rid of the prep team after that.
Actually. Oh, no way.
They spent so much money, or they lost so much money giving a lot of guys scholarships to have a good team. And then if we won that finals game, we were going to move up a division. But we lost the finals game and they didn't move up a division. So they're like, there's no point of having a team right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So,
but that was pretty cool. Like, I was there both of my years there was when first and second year of the prep team, and not like they had some pretty good players on the prep team, like Macker we want to get on, Woody we want to get on, and they had some good players, but nothing like the second year that it seemed like all the good guys who didn't get a spot on a junior B team who were good came to Victus prep that year, and it was really good.
Yeah.
And then you got to play 4 games with Stratford as a call-up. What was your decision there?
So I was trying out for Stratford at the start of the year, and I didn't quite make it, but they said they liked me and wanted me to AP. So I played, I want to say it was my second game. I scored my first junior B goal in Elmira. I remember that. It's in Elmira, and Elmira is a hostile crowd. So I scored that, and it was early in the game, and I was fired up for that. And then,
Broda just won. Go to everyone. I saw it 10 times.
Yeah, it was a great goal. I love that goal.
What's today's goal?
But yeah, and then I AP'd with them throughout their playoff run when they lost to Siskins, who ended up winning the Cherry that year. But like it was a cool experience watching those guys, and the intensity that it takes and the high level of practices that it goes to get that deep in the playoffs was a good experience for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I don't know how good of friends you were with Crew, but obviously you guys are pretty good friends now, and you guys got your Blade gang going and always on the ODR. So you got any good stories for us for Crew? Obviously he's our next week guest who's coming on after you.
Crew, man. There's so many Crew stories with Crew. I don't know. Basically I knew Crew from high school and started grade 9. And then he came to Victus with me, and when I saw him that Victus year, I'm like, hey man, like why don't you actually like try to go hard in hockey? Like you got some hands that can actually make you far in hockey. And I don't know, he kind of, I'd like to say I guided him a little bit, but at the same time he took off where he did, and now he's playing very high level hockey. I got him a spot on Kempville this year, and he's tearing it up there, and I know they love him there, so it's good for him.
Is he also playing in Alberta?
Make sure to tell Crew he took all the credit for his hockey success.
Yeah.
I will for sure.
Sorry, Keith, what were you saying?
Is he so he's playing with you in Alberta or
no, he's playing in the CCHL in Ottawa.
Oh, cool.
That's where I played last year.
Yeah, so now we'll get into that. There's the decision. Obviously, a lot of guys like playing the Gouge around here, which obviously you could have played in the Gouge here. So what was that kind of decision like to go to the CC?
Yeah, it was a tough decision. It was kind of making a decision between the OHL and the CCHL that year is really what it was. And I kind of decided that year that I wanted to go for an NCAA scholarship instead of make that OHL run. It was part of the fact, too, that they didn't take me in that minor midget draft. So I was like, fuck you guys. I don't want to go there anymore. So, and then CCHL, I went and tried out for Kempville. They were really interested in me, and they loved me at camp. And straight off the get-go, it was a great time there. Nothing to knock on Kempville. They're a great organization, and I enjoyed my time there for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Even just like the experience, like going there, right? Like, did you really like going to Alberta, like seeing all the cool stuff and just
Kempville's in Ontario. Kempville's in Ontario.
Yeah, Kempville,
okay.
Kempville's up in Ottawa. But no, yeah, it was cool. It was nice because Gavin Wood, who used to go to Victus, who I called up with, he's a year older than me. He was on that team, and he kind of took me under his wing and showed me a few things, and it was a nice blend and shift into that league. And it's a faster league than the Gouge here, and Alberta's even faster than the CC. So it was a big jump with the speed, but other than that, it was a lot of fun.
How'd you think that season went altogether?
Oh, that CC season. So the Kempville team I was on, they've never made it past the first round of playoffs in their whole time as an organization. And the year I went there, they didn't make the playoffs. The year before that, and we had a really young team, and which was great for me because I got a lot of exposure and a lot of ice time, and I put up some big points, I'd like to say, in my rookie year, which was nice for me, which is how I got out to Alberta. But yeah, it was. I couldn't say much more about that season. We struggled. Our goalies kind of blew it. We lost our final game, which put us out of playoffs by like 2 points. So that was tough. But yeah.
Well, Nate, now you can ask your question about Alberta.
Yeah, yeah. So like, just tell us, sums up the experience of like how it all went down and like the decision making, going up to Alberta, playing your first game there.
Yeah. So I was in contact with my advisor, and he was basically saying that like this team in the AJ, they want you, and if we can get a trade done, do you want to go there? And I said, yeah, I'd love to. Like the Alberta Junior Hockey League's just step under, maybe close to the best junior A league there is right now.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about that, and then I got to the organization for my training camp, and the facilities they have is amazing. But the speed there, I was caught in awe. It was ridiculous. Like I came from Kempville, where I'd like to say I was probably like a top 5 speed kind of guy, and I got there and I was like, holy shit! Like I'm a little slow. I'm gonna need to pick up my speed. But we played a couple games there, and the intensity and Alberta guys they take hits a lot harder, and it was a big difference. But I'm ready to go back and actually get going now.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, we hope that happens. And I know we mentioned at the beginning with the WHL, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, exactly.
Did you get to explore it all, Alberta, and see like all the? I know I was there. I saw like Lake Marine, all the mountains.
Yeah, no. So with COVID right now, we aren't actually allowed to leave Whitecourt unless we're going for games, which kind of sucks. But when I fly into Edmonton, when we're driving through the city, it's nice to see like the Edmonton's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
So driving through that is nice, but other than that, that's all I've really seen of Alberta.
Well, hopefully when you go back, you'll be able to do some more exploring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so
yeah.
We just saw the other day that you started obviously making highlight reels and stuff. It's big, and so you kind of started doing that for yourself and others. So how did that come to you to where you weren't just making it for yourself, but you wanted to try helping other guys?
Yeah, so I'm a big hockey guy. I love hockey through and through. I'll watch it every night. And, I grew up making like montages and stuff like that. And then my Kempville year, I was like, oh, I might as well make a highlight tape. And then showed it to Woody and a few of the guys, and they're like, hey, could you make one for me? And then I kind of just started it this year to make my own business out of it. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and yeah.
I was just gonna say, like it's kind of like cool because like with COVID, like you gotta like make the cool stuff. Like we've made this podcast, and like so many other like people have like started content and stuff, which is pretty cool to see, right? Just kind of build your resume, especially as an athlete, right? It's always good.
Yeah.
Now, final question. I don't know if Matt, do you want to take this one off?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, now hoping you do go back to Alberta.
Yeah.
What are some of your goals for this season? What are you most looking forward to?
Well, with COVID, I've had a lot of time to think about this, and our team as an organization, we have a really good team this year. So our goal is to at least make it to the finals as a team. But my personal goal would probably be it's a step up from the league I played in last year. So I'd say with the games I can get, if I can get a half a point per game average again this year, I'd say that's a pretty good goal for me to hit this year.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We hope that all.
Oh yeah, we wish you the best luck. We hope it goes. There isn't many provinces going right now, so we wish you the best of luck.
Oh, and before you go, just want to say, do you want to plug your Instagram or the little business you want to do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll plug my Instagram and my business, I guess. My business is highlight_tapes with 3 Z's at the end of it. And then my Instagram's Broda.88. So yeah.
Perfect. We'll also link that down below, and thanks for coming on. I think this was a good episode.
Me,
good talking to you.
Yeah,
you too.